Hello, I am Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking Talk Shit with Eagle, episode 426. Wormhole, super late wormhole. Just kind of getting my work done. Thought I'd pop in, smoke one. If anybody shows up, of course. Man, I was gonna come on last night, man. Time just got out of control before I knew it was almost 4 o'clock. I thought, well, it was about this time, about 3:30 yesterday. I thought, man, no sense. Tonight, I thought, man, I better go on for at least a few. See what's up. See if there's anybody out there. Australian grown, cheers to you. Ancient soul grown, cheers. Voodoo Ultras. Starting to worry nobody was gonna show up. Brittany Teasley, how you doing, Mr. Johnny Cannaseed? Always a pleasure. Stu Moon. Smoking a little bit of 6-shooter. Or we're getting ready to roll up some rolling up some 6-shooter. Ah, there we go. That's honest. Rolling some 6-shooter. That's awful nice to hear. Ancient soul grown. You know, sometimes I forget this shit isn't just about me. There's other people that like to hang out too. Rumboy 7426, how you doing? Pleasure to see you. Listening to some Brass Against, band that does a lot of covers, a lot of mainly Tool covers. Rock that shit out. Hopefully you guys had a good evening. I see Future Cannabis Project went late. When I see other people are on like that, it's a little easier, tiny bit easier for me to drag my feet on coming on. Which again, no real excuse. I'm still loving these glass tips. These joints. Just did some tincture before I got on. What's up, Blaze Daily? Cups are in. I've got a package for you. Gotta have a cup. James Chrysler, how you doing? Good morning. Good to see everybody. What is everybody smoking on this fine Sunday morning, Saturday, late Saturday evening? What I do with my Zoom? There it is. Chat. Man, got my garden looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way things are looking lately. It's been a while since things been. I won't say that only, but moving along as well as they should. That's funny. That is funny, Brittany. Happy Saturday night to you, Aldrich 25. Shave that bush. That's the word. Not sure what that means, but all right. All right. Oh, probably that. Spot on my back. I just can't itch. Just can't itch. Get to me. Where in the hell is my papers? There's one. The roll was a couple packs. Reading up on chat a little bit. My lost 710. Cheers to you. How you guys doing? Strawberry gum times hash plant. Man, that sounds fucking good. Sunday driver, another good choice. Hockey Steve 32, welcome. One got by me. I didn't see Hockey Steve. Cheers to you, Hockey Steve. Man, those Colombians are looking good. Wanted to post an update yesterday, but I don't want to overdo it on you guys on YouTube with the updates there. Instagram's a little different story. I fucking post a bunch of shit on Instagram. But there'll be a weekly Wednesday update with the Colombians, so I'm in gelato. Chester, how you doing? Is it in there 2 times, Aldridge? Thought it was only in there once. I know there's a couple of them in there twice. There's sometimes I look at that shit and I'm like, is their name on the list? What's up, my friend? Cow. Mason 662, my ass wake up and gardening. Great to see you. I probably got there like 3 times. Man, I find that hard to believe unless it's other than our Aldridge 25. Paytear fans. What about Bob? Bob, do I have an address for you? I know I've got a package sitting around for you. I know I've got a What About Bob's package sitting right fucking there. I believe it's still from 420. Dog making noise. It's probably the music. Look into it, he says. I will look into it. Yuka, 420 Gardens, cheers to you. Yeah. That's what it is. I just need an address for you. I DM'd you on IG. Well, I have to check again. I have to check again. I know it's sitting right there. I've been waiting for that address. So, Cal from Weed Nerd. How long do you leave your bubble hash to dry for? Depends on conditions. It should tell you by the way it turns in color. Usually 3 days if it's right around 70, 75. Anymore, I've been putting in my herbs now dryer, to be honest with you. Ancient soul grown. Dang, grower, cheers to you. Good evening to you. Send it to either account. I'll get it. Either the fucking talking shit with Eagle or Eagle Gardens 1. Both of them will work. Towels popping in. Phone's on.
Ego, my buddy, how you doing, kid?
Pretty good.
Yeah, man. You got a lot of plants kicking around. I seen through the IGs or whatever. Maybe I think it was a clip you put on. You're killing it. Awesome.
Back to full service here. Okay. Look at there's a little shot of the veg there. What's coming up? That's solid.
All full. Yeah. I just transplanted all those seeds. There was 14 chocolate tie that were real going. I had those 6 fem seeds, but only 3 of them were really tailed out. And then I had the one kid that I told him I would run his shit. I had 8 of those, and 6 of them had tails out, but they're all in cups now. So, but yeah, I'm psyched about that chocolate stuff.
Oh man, but man, I didn't. It wasn't chocolate, but it's fucking really good. It's that biscotti times the primal punch that I just took down, and that shit to me, when I open the jar, kind of smells like caramel. And
There you
when you
go.
smoke it, and it kind of tastes like a caramel cappuccino almost. It's like super good.
It sounds really good. Sometimes when I make my coffee, I get a smell of freaking maple syrup. Red pill. Yeah.
What's up?
Cheers.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Still alive. How are you doing?
Nothing to complain about, so I'm doing good.
There you go. You're in Canada, right? Canada?
Psh, hell no.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear
Oh
that.
man. What vibes am I throwing off? What kind of Canadian vibes am I throwing
Oh,
off?
you know why? Because I associate you with Surrounded by Keith, and he's in Canada, right?
Hell no. He's in the
No,
fucking
oh yeah, that's right. He's in the desert somewhere. Oh man,
yeah.
I'm so confused now.
He's in
Yeah,
the
I don't know
Sonoran
why.
Desert.
I don't
He's
know
right
why.
on the
Then.
Mexican border. He's barely even legal to even be here.
Damn, I don't know why I associated you with the Canadians. You're just
It's
maybe it's your
okay. I
temperamental.
don't mind. It's a Wisconsin thing. Maybe it's close enough to where it's
That's
associated.
close enough. Yeah. The laid back attitude.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to have.
If I get characterized as laid off, I don't want to offend you if I ever get fucking riled up.
Oh no, I don't let people offend me. I told someone online, like, yeah, you let people offend you, like, yeah, nobody can ruffle me, man.
I just don't want the day to come where everyone's like, okay, your red pill just hit the crazy switch, you know? I'm scraping the bottoms of a distillate jar right here. So, yeah.
Do you have some that are more full? You're just cleaning that one?
No, just cleaning this one. Try to get some more tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually pretty warm up here in Michigan tonight. And I thought, well, I guess it's a normal. It seems odd. And it's been like chilly up here. Chilly. Like spring chilly.
Yeah, we had a
30s,
couple cold
40s.
nights in the 40s, actually. It touched not where I am, but like up north a little bit. It hit 40, but then like the next couple days, it got hot again. I hate this time of season because I don't know if I should leave the AC on or not. And once I turn it on, that's it, man. I turned it on again. I ain't turning it off now forever, even though it's I could probably open the windows right now to be like a good temperature in there, but it's just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? And I hate leaving it on too because of the electric bill, but fuck it.
We got a shitload of rain today, man. It's actually like humid. Well, I guess it would be perfect for drying. It's fucking 60%. But man, to me, that's fucking. I don't. 60 is too fucking humid.
Dude, you wouldn't want to live near me then. It's like 80. pretty like throughout the whole day today. I think it was around 80. People looking at.
Oh man, that's just got out of the pool type feeling. Fucking hate it. Oh. What's up, Vegas?
What's up, guys? It's hot.
It's hot everywhere, right? Yeah.
106 today in Oregon. Unbelievable. That's like a record, I think. How you guys doing? How you doing, Tal?
Doing good. Did I still got my mic on? Yeah. How you doing, Bingus?
Good. I'm hot.
You look great, dude. You look great.
Thank you. Yeah. Not bad
That's
for an
all
old
that
man.
counts.
Not bad for an old man. But yeah, thanks for being on. I just like fucking can't sleep right now. Cheers, chat. Everybody.
I was a little surprised to see you when you popped up there, Vegas.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm unpredictable.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
What's up, Red Pill?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you.
I'll give a compliment to the Peagles out there because that was like the best well-packed package I've gotten for as far as seed production.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell the Peagles that. I'm sure they'll ruffle their feathers and in a friendly sort of way in your direction. Now, I try to think things through, you know.
You try to make sure if anyone accidentally sits on their package when they forget it's sitting on the couch right next to them, right? Stoner accidents.
I sure make a lot of those accidents myself. I got to be honest, man. I mean,
Got a stoner accident proof everything. I know that feeling.
Just like I was doing it, you know, with the little vial and all that, and then I picked up the envelope and I looked at it in the light, and I was like, "Fuck!" You can see exactly what's in there. We need to rethink this, you know. So we put it back on the drawing board and came up with a new method. Not that it's a big deal anymore. Fuck, I got.
You did the old flashlight under the envelope.
What was that?
The flashlight under the envelope.
Oh yeah, you could tell if you did that. I was just putting it up to my LEDs, like, let's see. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, it's whatever. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal much anymore. At least not in my state. I know, unless you're just doing really stupid shit, which I'm not.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, man. Some of them postal workers got some sticky fingers.
That is true.
So you got to watch out for that as well. Yeah,
that is true. I actually see the methodology that I come to know. Haven't quite implemented yet, but is I went to school with the guy that works at the post office.
there you go.
He set me down because I had a problem before I had the Peagles. I had a problem.
Yeah.
And then he told me about the Peagles, how to
train them properly.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I just checked.
Was his friend Mike Tyson, by the way?
His name is Mike, but not Tyson. That's funny. Good one, Red Pill. I thought you were going to say his full name there for a second. I was like, wow.
Yeah. The Weather Channel says 84%.
We call him Mailman Mike. Mailman Mike is what we call him. Used to call him. He's retired now. But dude, he used to call me up like on it. I mean, he started with the post office like when he was a teenager, like, you know. And so like he'd call me up, hey dude, I'm at such and such, you know, you got any weed? And so I'd go over there and smoke him out while he's on duty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't check.
No. And I'd help him. I'd help him It's all right. You take this side, I'll take that side. Like, we were all fucking stoned, having fun, you know. And he ended up getting up there in the post office. He did way better than I ever did. I just don't have the capacity to be in
bingus?
those positions.
You're at the prime of life right now, sending out the Peagles. There's no better fucking thing to do in your existence. I commend
agree.
you for your current work. Yeah, man.
I agree. Thank you. No, I'm living the
Good.
dream.
Yeah.
Living the dream. What's up, Robert?
I'm making
Paul.
some friends at the Pigo office there myself. Cheers, Robert. I've been feeding the Peagles compliments, and the Peagles are happy with me. The last time I was the last couple of times it started with would you like insurance on this? And I'm like, I smile. I looked up. I smiled. I'm like, hell no, you guys are on point. And then I looked back down,
Perfect.
and yeah, made the Peagles day. Made the Peagles day. Then I went in the following day, and I was at the end of my road, and I seen the Peagle flying my way, and I knew it had a package, but it was supposed to have a package, but just kind of just left me a note. And I'm like, that Peagle fucking didn't have that package. Well, it didn't even attempt. So I take the note and I go to the Peagle office and I go, this is funny because I was sitting here watching Peagle and there was no stuffing of like trying to attempt or dry down my road. All there was is a slip, and I know they're not back, but I bet you my package is here. And they're like, they take the slip and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's right here. I take the package and I go home. There were supposed to be two of them, but there was only one. Strike Peagle. So
Great
I
story.
fucking get it. And by the way, they don't come until like 1:00. So, but I get the notice from Amazon. It says delivery attempt at 8:15. I'm like, them fuckers ain't nowhere near here at 8:15. So I go in the next day and I go, all right, I know, Peagle didn't even try again. They're like, did you see him? I'm like, I did. And there was no attempt. And then just jokingly, I says, is there like a distance that, from the mailbox to my house that they won't travel? They're like, yeah, round trip, a mile. I'm like, well, I guess I'll shut the fuck up because it's one way, a mile to my place. So I guess I have absolutely no room to bitch. And the Peagles all chuckled. They were like, that was the best complaint I've ever heard. Ha 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 ha.
They all
Have a good
cackled.
day. I'm like, have a good day.
All the people
They chuckle
cackled
now
in the
every time
background.
they see me. Yeah, in delight.
I have a story about that. I was buying for a minute. I had a few bug issues, and so I bought some predator mites, and they overnight them, and we use FedEx. And one of my boys works with FedEx, so I know all about FedEx. And that same thing happened. They closed it out. They didn't attempt. They said, we were at your door and no one answered or something like that. And so we didn't leave the package. Well, there was no signature required, so that's automatically bullshit, right? Plus I was sitting there waiting, for it. And I would have heard any kind of knock or whatever. So, and this was the third time this had happened.
Wow.
And, yeah. And so I talked to my boy and he goes, well, the driver is closing it out. That's against policy. Get written up for that. So I call FedEx customer service and they give me the standard bullshit. Well, we tried to deliver it and da-da-da. I go, well, sir, first of all, let me tell you a secret. My son works for FedEx and there was no signature required. And it's against your policy to close out a package when there's no signature required. You can't do that. And whoever did that should be written up. He's like, right? Well, I got my package. Of course, the bugs were half dead, but I'm pissed, right? So I get a hold of the bug place and I say, hey, dude, this is the third time. I mean, can't you just give me a credit on the shipping? Well, we contacted FedEx and they said they tried and you weren't there. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go, right? So, and then my boy and I had a conversation about it. I go, do you, because I no longer buy from that place. I found another place, right? So it actually changed my buying procedure because some guy decided he didn't want to go the extra mile, right? Or right, Eagle, go the extra mile and do his job.
Just
Right?
do his job. Yeah, no extra on that one. He was supposed to have it delivered. Yeah, what the F? Dude, when I
So
order those bugs, I'm like you. I'm there. I'm like waiting for them. And if they're not there, I freak out. I freaked out like twice on shit. But I'm sorry to interrupt.
I mean, they're not exactly cheap, and they do the job. I have no complaint about the product. It's the delivery. It's fucking FedEx. And then I talked to my boy about it. He's like, dude, you would not believe how busy we are. And I'm like, well, and then they're trying to hire new people, but they're not, because they need bodies, right? They're not really putting them through a good screening process. So they get a bunch of people that don't stick. My boy's been there like 2 years, and he's the only guy left out of the crew that was hired by him. I mean, it's not for kids, this job, quite seriously. It's a great job, good benefits, all the 9 yards, good pay, all that crap. But you fucking earn it, man. As a driver, I hear all those stories every day. It's crazy. I don't. I'm pretty sure I couldn't do it, but anyway. So I actually wrote a letter to the head of FedEx and I said, "We have a Peagle program. Would you like to get involved?" But I haven't heard back from him. So I'm not holding my
He
breath.
showed me a video today of we got like some serious rain in Michigan today, and I guess downstate got it like in buckets. And she showed me a video of like down in Detroit, it was coming down so hard, people were pulling over and stopping. And then you see this fucking Amazon driver coming through, just practically hydroplaning through that shit. I was like, man, I hope he gets a fucking raise for that shit. I hope fucking, they Amazon sees that go getter, man. Fuck this shit. I'm getting these packages delivered. He was practically skiing across that water. But I thought that shit was funny. Hell of a delivery attack.
Well, nowadays they have the Dairymen's Association, and you have a dairyman's card. And what that means is whenever you want to milk a situation, you punch your dairyman's card in. And those types of jobs are pretty ripe for dairymen. People that don't really that want to milk the system. So what I don't know. I see. I would much rather do piecework. You know what I mean? Get paid for doing piecework and something like that because I could probably finish early and get paid the same as everybody else. Properly motivated. I know my son could. He has to drag his feet. He has to punch in the dairyman's card. And it's like, all right, I take my time today and take a little extra break. But yeah, we're living in the times where delivery is just everything nowadays. Fuck. Food. Do you get concentrates delivered to you, Red Pill, or do you have to go get them? Will they deliver? Yep, you're muted. Okay. You're muted.
Yo, Red Pill, you muted, kid.
You got it. Yep, almost. There you go. Up, up, there.
Darn, man. I didn't know how long I was muted for, but if all goes well, yeah, I'd like to have this kind of stuff delivered to me on a regular basis. Some
That'd
green
be
dot.
awesome. That'd be nice.
But no, I just have a local source of the distillate. I don't even know. Maybe it's THC8. I don't even know.
Green Fingers copied our haircut there, Eagle.
No, I used to be a bald head before. I just
Oh,
didn't. I had two COVID stints, so 6 months of me not cutting my hair.
oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why I used to be like, I'm bald. When everybody would make a bald joke in the comments, I'd be like, man, I'm not bald no more. I looked. I was like, oh, I gotta shave my head. Like this time, all that bad energy left in my hair from the last move, I had to get rid of it. I feel so much better now.
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys, man. Is there a way to flip this camera around, show reversal, or do I just hold the camera reverse?
No, tap the phone and it should be like up in the left hand corner. You should see it like a picture of a camera. Flip it around with that.
Oh, hell yeah, I see it.
New
Already
life.
What you got
New
coming
life.
up?
Pumping.
Is that the biggest Blue Mile?
Oh,
That
no, his is out. Oh, his is right here. Come on. Where is it? It's in the grow room or the veg room, whatever you want to call it.
Right on. You got some stuff going on everywhere, buddy.
Yeah, I got cuttings. I got
It's
to.
just like, oh, wait, there's another plant. Oh, let's mosey
Yep.
around the room. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's a sticker.
sticker.
All my other seeds waiting. Oh, seed somewhere. Oh, there they are. Inside the buds, the way you should save your seeds. That's how I was taught to save my seeds, just in the way the plant holds it till I need them and break them out. That's why they pop. That's why they pop, I think. Really, like I leave them in the bud, and they're just.
Not a bad nothing. You
I got 106 seeds. 106.
red pill. You got the few hat pins that are left. I didn't get very many of those, but yeah, those are kind of cool.
Man, I gotta tell you, I'm more than a little nervous around here with this crop cover around here. There's a couple of pots. Well, there's a few pots with some fucking with the cover on there. There's one pot that's like looks like a fucking chia pet down there, and it's got me just all the extra life of these pots has got me more nervous with the cover crop. Give it a fair go. Give it a fair go. But it's got me nervous. It's got me nervous.
Is that the first time you did something like that, or?
Yeah, I've never tried no cover crops like or nothing like that. You know, trying to keep like a living bed going or where pot them and reuse multiple times.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
you'll
just
learn
afraid
something.
it's gonna fucking full on just tons of bugs. Worried that all the bugs will be coming in round 2.
That would be my concern. I don't like the little buggers. I mean, I'm good now, but fuck. It's just, I'm constantly looking, and especially when I'm leaf stripping, I'm really on the lookout at all times. I got a couple of cats that sneak in there occasionally, and I'm like, God dang it, get out of here, you know? And then I'm just like, for the next week, I'm just looking at everything to make sure, you know, nothing got in there. I'm actually thinking in the winter to just shut down and retool, you know, clean up everything. I'd like to find some PVC roofing for my floors. Shit's kind of expensive if you buy. They want to sell you a whole roll of that stuff, and or we need a couple of 10 by 10s, man. You know, you can't really find anybody that'll sell that to you. But that material is perfect for a floor. It's thick. It's like quarter-inch thick. Just PVC. It's real mott, and you can, you know, it stick it. Like if you got a dip or something, it goes over it real nicely. And sure.
Real mad.
But plastic's working too. It's like you just, dude, I try not to force shit. You know what I mean? Like if I go down a rabbit hole of like I spent quite a bit of time trying to find a contractor that would sell me a piece. And they're like, nah, all right. And then I call the distributors and they want to sell me a whole roll. I'm like, you know, I don't need that. So and then so I just lay off and I keep my eyes open, like Craigslist, all kinds of places until it opens up. I got a bunch of panda film that I got panda film on the floor, Eagle, and I've kept it clean, and it's lasted almost 3 years. I was looking at it going, man, you can see some of the wheel marks are starting to wear through, you know, where I'm like, I probably should replace this. You know, that's why I'm thinking it's like I should probably redo a few things. Make trouble for myself.
That once. It became like every time it got ripped, I'd put like a piece of tape over it.
Yeah.
And every time it became the whole floor was duct tape at one point. It was like, I shit you not. I shit you not. At that point, I was like, man, it's all covered. It's still waterproof. Shit, I'm just fucking. Shit you not.
Dude, you just gave me a great idea. If you want to spend the time and buy the silver heating tape, you know, that silver reflective tape.
Love that stuff. I love
put you know, I usually have 2 or 3 rolls around all the time, and just start every day, tape like a 1 by 1 section, and within a month or so, you're going to have the whole thing reflective, and it's going to be in small squares, and it would be perfect as the panda film as a backing. You know what I mean? For that. God dang, you just gave me an idea. That's how cheap I am. That's how MacGyver I am. I mean, I'll take a day and all right, let's do this for a while. And I'll get off on something else, and so I'll have half of it taped and the rest isn't, and then 2 years later it gets finished.
Hey, Eagle, you got worms in that cover crop thing?
Most of them I do. I think except the last ones I did, there's 3 pots where there's no worms, but the other ones do have worms, I think. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I put them in there. They stay. I don't know, but I definitely put worms in there.
What's up, Johnny?
Johnny Cannaseed, how you doing?
What's up, guys? Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to everybody in chat. They're all giving me,
Chat's great. You guys are great in chat. You guys are got a great chat room. For sure.
Yeah, I wanted to just hop on and smoke with you guys too at the 420 too, since that's coming up.
Glad you popped in. I've been waiting for you. If that doesn't sound creepy.
No, that doesn't. I just wanted to
No.
stay on there and just say hey to everybody while they were coming in.
Oh, I wanted to give you a little thank you there, bud, because I did go back and fuck with them fixtures today. I'm
Oh,
trying
you
to
turned
keep
them up.
that. Yeah, nameless. Them motherfuckers were halfway.
No
Halfway.
shit.
Halfway. The 300 was all the way up. So I went back. I'm like, well, if this one's that far low, then I'm gonna go back. I sent a fucking an email to the company, to be honest with you, because maybe it's a manufacturing thing or whatever. Maybe they're not dialed in correctly. Because I'm telling you what, I would have fucking failed that, like, flat out
Oh yeah, big
with the
time,
way it
man.
was. Yeah, I was gonna drop another one in between there. I fucking popped them things out. I couldn't believe it. I got 3 full turns out of it. I was like, what the fuck? Out of both
Really?
drivers. Yeah, 3 full turns.
I only got like a
And
quarter
that thing,
turn on mine.
oh no, I got actually full rotations out of it, enough to be like pissed out of it. I mean, the light brightened right up. As far as them
Did you
working
put a
now, they're
kilowatt
more
on it?
operable now. I didn't know because they're put in the 220. I've got them ran into a 220, and the kilowatt
Oh,
doesn't work in my 220.
okay.
Can't imagine.
I'm kind of. I'd be kind of curious to see if it's pulling the same wattage. Because I'm
Well, I
pulling
could
4 or
still
5.
pull it
5.
in. I still could. I didn't change the plug. My box and well, Sergeant Pepper was the one that told me that shit. Is basically a lot of these timer boxes are wired for 110, 220. Okay. Most of these light fixtures are wired 110, 220. The only difference is, the round peg don't forget the square hole. You know what I mean? Even if you go back in and wire the proper wire on there, it's still the same 3 wires, right? Right. So basically, as long as you're running it into that 220 that plugs with the regular plug, there's no adaptation needed. So you can
It's already
actually,
set up for it.
without changing that plug, you can run it on 220 without swapping the plug, which kind of pissed me off because I was like, I don't know how many cords I've changed. You know what I mean? Before, you told me that. But now, fuck, man, I just, if a properly gauged, like, extension cords, but man, if I want to run my LAD 220 and I need to, extend that length, I have no problems in, going to get me a 12 gauge extension cord and running it like that, to give me some extra length to the timer box that's 220. But yeah, so what I'm getting at, long story to the short answer there is I could just take that plug and plug it into the kilowatts to get your reading without having to, do some major surgery or something. So tomorrow when
Yeah.
the light's on, I will get out the kilowatts.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, I'm kind of curious myself. Yeah, just to see if they're, you got it at a different time than I did.
Yeah,
Are they going to be the
yeah.
same? I'm just kind of curious on how well they produce their stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the drivers were that low. I was actually blown right away. I'm like, who sends a product?
It didn't look that bright to you, did it?
Half watt. No, it didn't. It didn't. I doubted the even capability of the 4x4, but cranking that thing up, I think she may do the 4x4. I don't usually fuck with that shit because what we were talking about last night, because you would think the company would set it at the proper
factory specs.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not that low. I mean, damn, that wasn't even right. I think it was maybe I don't know, wrong. I don't know what's going on there. That didn't seem right at all. Enough to where, like I said, I immediately wrote the company. I'm like, man, I don't know. You might want to do some quality control on that shit. You know, you sent it to Light for a review, and it almost got a terrible review. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
seems.
tell them that you were saying something about turning it up, and I did. And that's how I noticed the difference. You know, I'm waiting for a reply, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I wanted to see myself before I realized that I was screwing up on my on the way I was doing my. I pressed the wrong button on the darn kilowatt, so it wasn't giving me actual. It was giving me voltage.
Ew.
So
What would you guys suggest for me? Like I said, if I wanted to like engineer a light, it can be LED, it can be high energy discharge. If I really wanted to get into light engineering, where would you say like a company that would want to whatever swap ideas?
have you thought about talking to Black Sail? He creates
Well,
lights.
who is
Black
that?
Sail,
Black
is that
Sail?
right? Yeah, Black Sail. What is it? Black Sail Market or?
Yeah,
No, I haven't heard of him.
Black Sale, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
But
just
that's
makes the
basically what I
cannon.
need. I need someone that's better at engineering and actually manufacturing lights.
Well, he engineered his own lights.
In the community there's Liam Mass. He's a super smart dude as far as lights. Chris Mertz knows quite a bit in that
Yeah, Chris Mertz is
aspect.
good at it.
No.
There's my company that supplies me is a little guy, it's Active Grow LED. He's pretty knowledgeable, willing to talk with you. So
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and look for one video that inspired me in particular about plasma lights. It doesn't have to be plasma lights. I'm just gonna try and find that video. I'm open to LED and plasma, but I have a sort of an idea, and that's where what's better is a higher efficiency LED light better, or is a light that's catered to plant spectrum and their demands better? That's
My
the
opinion, I'd want you to make a plasma light that would fit in the tent, or even at just an 8-foot ceiling. Because from
well,
what I understand, you need at least a 10-foot ceiling for them plasma lights. That's what I
so
was told
here,
anyway. But they also
here's
say,
the thing is everyone says that it's just a matter of engineering it, and it's like, well, we're not going to pay the cost to have what you're talking about, like a 300 watt
right,
plasma light, because it's going to cost so much to engineer it and make whatever 1,000 versions of it off top. They don't want to commit to doing that, and it's kind of like the same thing I have with it's totally the opposite, but it's literally the same thing they explained to me. Is when I want to have very specific diode spectrums for LEDs, and they tell me it's non-efficient. They're like,
right.
we're trying to build efficient lights. That's the whole point of LED. And I'm like, no, at some point you got to make a sacrifice. These lights and these spectrums matter. Who cares if you're only making a light that's only 5% more efficient than an HID light? It's going to be a better horticultural grow light because it's going to grow better weed underneath it.
Yeah, but it'll probably cost a lot more if you put in 10 different diodes instead of
Exactly.
5. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing, is not only are we talking about commercial production lights that's already been figured out and researched and developed. Now I'm talking about the very first prototypes, and those cost the most amount of money.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. Better spectrum is better plants, better smoke. And that's why if I had a miracle way, I would get all plasma lights in my facility. I think, from what I understand, has the closest spectrum to the sun, and Then you can tweak it after that if you really want to get crazy, because everybody wants to get crazy and think that they could do better than the sun. But I think if you start with the sun, then you get,
Yeah. So I was kind of curious, just throwing it out there. What would the effect of a black light do to the plants?
Well, a
Is
black
that,
light
is that a
uninhibited,
spectrum that would even be affected?
yeah, uninhibited without like any shields or whatever, like you know, UV light is what you're thinking of as a black light. It has a visible light spectrum for us to be able to see when it's on and off. But when you go in there with a white t-shirt or like Illuminati glass or those whatever luminescent glasses, that's what you're seeing is those glasses react, or your t-shirt, sorry, your t-shirt react to the UV light. That's what's making everything glow. So those black lights, everyone thought like you can't grow a plant under a black light. Well, you can if you have a T5 and a black light, it actually does really good. Especially if you had like something like supplemental sunlight or like a little 150 watt HPS bulb or something like that. You can use mixed spectrum like that and have like a complete light spectrum with everything from far red to infrared to the blue from the T5 and then the UV from the black light. That's mainly
Because
what
I just
yeah.
That auction that I go through once in a while, there was actually am I being robotic? He's making fun of me, man.
Johnny.
Okay, I'll go out here and see if this doesn't help.
I'm trying to figure out how to
Can you
send
guys hear me better now?
I like it when Johnny does the robot myself.
You like it when I do the robot?
I do. Transformer.
I gotta step outside, yeah. Too much of those alien interference waves out here, from Area 51. Yeah, but I was saying that I had seen a couple of black light, spotlight style type lights, and they were the pair of them were 300 watts together, and I just was thinking if I see that coming through again, I might go ahead and pick it up, since I always get the good deals on them. But that's what I was saying.
Is it worth the power draw? I guess that's the question. How many watts?
Well, that's the thing, I don't know.
Hey Tal, if you got that video, I don't know if you can send it to the Zoom chat. I didn't figure out how to do it, but I think that's the video where this kid is experimenting with these plasma lights. And we've talked about before with dual arc HBS and metal halide, and my whole thing is me seeing this ceramic metal halide and HBS lights, and then me thinking if they can make a ceramic MH and HBS, and if they can make a dual arc bulb, why can't they make a dual arc plasma bulb and then be this customized, like proprietary blend of two different plasmas that basically make the missing portions of the spectrum that we're missing out on, which is like cyan and green. You can make like a green plasma mixed with a light that can pretty much replicate every part else of it, the yellow to red to blue part of it, make a dual arc plasma light, be completely full spectrum.
You could do it. You could do it, Red Pill.
See that right there? That's what a trailer looks like after a fire comes through it.
Oh shit. Melted.
This is just one place away from my place. This is my neighbor's place right here. Hopefully I'm not shining at it any windows. But yeah, this is insane. Shit just melts down, man. Yeah, there was 4 houses here. They've already replaced 2 houses right down here. Already put 2 new ones in. Bulldozed some stuff out of the way. Oh, you want to see my
song?
show you my little plants outside?
You know, I'm really happy that you made it through that situation, Johnny. You can call it blessing, you can call it a luck, whatever. But man, it's so amazing that you didn't have to suffer.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, that's just there's so many people around here that are suffering. It just blows me away. These are the plants that I threw a bunch of seeds out on the ground, and they just popped up out here in the dirt. This is my bed. It's almost full now. Building it up slowly but surely. I appreciate that, Red Pill.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
I really, it was one of those things. I was really caught by surprise, and I really felt bad because I don't know. I really think of you as a nice guy, and I wouldn't want something that bad to happen to you.
Man, I wouldn't want this to happen to anybody, even if I didn't like them. You know, kind of that way. Yeah, shit like that. I'll tell you what, man, that opened up my eyes to a lot of different things. I walked around my house afterwards, and I looked around, and I saw all these flammable just lying around. Am I robotic again, or am I okay?
No, I hear you. I just feel like you're so positive. You know, that's like such a bad thing to happen. I mean, to anyone, of course, but to us, knowing you and talking on an everyday basis, that's just took me by surprise.
Oh yeah, it took me by surprise, man. I was not expecting that. Not only that, the fact that I was pushing a police officer around was kind of exciting too.
My favorite quote of your video that caught all of our attention was you saying that this is your fucking neighborhood.
Yeah. That's what I said. Well, shit, it's like, it just seemed like the fire department, the weird thing about this whole thing is there was 3 separate fires that started at the exact same time. And it was a power surge. So each one of these trailer courts that had old power or transformers up there, well, they all started a fire. So there was nothing that anybody could have done about it with the heat the way it was, the amount of power load that was being used, and then there was a surge that came in. It just went boom, and the 911, they couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. They kept calling me back while I was fighting the fire, and I kept hanging up on them because I was busy. I had my little hose out there, and I was hosing off my neighbor's house because I wanted to make sure it made it. If it made it, mine would make it. So that was my goal at the moment. And when the fire department finally did show up, the police started going in and grabbing the people that were around and scooting them out of the park. And this young lady comes running.
Were you out of the house when this actually happened, and you were only returning, figure out what was going on?
Yeah, I saw the fire before it even got started. And there was no hoses or anything around for anybody to even hose it, you know. And it just after that it hit the tree, hit trailers. I mean, it was just an explosion. It's really weird because it didn't seem that windy until the fire started. Once the fire started, man, it was like a windstorm. You know, the wind was just blowing and it was coming right at me. It just went through 1, 2, 3, 4 trailers, and then it hit my neighbor's trailer. And I thought for sure it was just going to blow right through mine. And it took a left and jumped across and started burning the trailers behind me. And that's where I think the Lord stepped in and went, poof, and shoved it over there, you know, because it stopped at that point coming towards me. And at the same time, the neighbor across the street from me, his place caught on fire as well. So it was just like, you know, all the way around me. But it was funny when the young lady came back there, and she grabbed me by the arm and tried to pull me away. Come on, sir, you got to leave. You got to leave now. And I just kind of pulled her forward with her arm holding on to me. And then I hit her in the shoulder and shoved her away. And it's, you know.
Gave her a little judo toss.
Well, kind of, you know, it was kind of like a little wrestling and kind of little boxing move at the same time, Perrier kind of stuff, you know. But I just pushed her away and I just kept going. And she came up to me and tried to get me to stop. And I said, look, lady, I said, I don't know about you, but I live here. I said, if I don't stop this fire, I'm going to lose my house. And I said, I got to do this. I said, you got to leave me alone. And so she left me alone for a couple of minutes, but then she just started yelling at me, you know, and I just said, okay, fine. So I threw my hose down, ran in the house, grabbed my dog, and left. Mm-hmm. And the whole time she was chasing me through my house, and all my lights were on, you know, so I know she's seen everything. So yeah. It's what it is. But I'm just glad that me and my dog got out okay at that point. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen. I pulled my car out of my carport, pulled it out to the middle of the road, and then the police started yelling at me again because I blocked the fire department. I didn't block them, shit. They could have went around. There's room. But yeah, that was definitely a crazy night, man. Glad it's over, but it's not really over yet because I wake up in sweats and the other day there was rain started, and the smell of the rain coming through my house was such a different smell. It caused me to go into a panic attack, and I couldn't breathe. I ran outside to see if there was a fire, and it's just the rain. So these are things that I'm gonna have to microdose through. That's my plans right now. I've already done one microdose. It helped me out a little bit. I'm going to do another one here in the next day or so, and kind of work on that. I might even do one.
You got that link I sent you, right?
I am not sure if
I sent you that link on Instagram.
On Instagram, I'll have to take a look.
Yeah.
I haven't
check it out
on Instagram a lot, just periodically. Yeah.
Fires are scary, man.
What I'll say about that is what you put yourself through is like the equivalent of a bodybuilder getting used to, you know, rep 15 times what was once his max out lifting rep. So
yeah, I was so sore the next day after this was kind of over, and we knew the park was not going to burn down completely. This literally ended up being an 8 alarm fire. I mean, with all the fire departments that had to come to the other places as well as ours. I mean, it took all of the fire departments in our city and in Las Vegas coming out here to take care of it. Otherwise, it would have just been, everything would have been gone. Because, you know, they go up easily 6 minutes of trailer. Poof, it's gone. You know, it just doesn't take long at all. So yeah, scary, very scary. I'm glad it's over. And I still have a place, and I still have all my ladies, you know. The only thing I lost was seedlings. The seedlings that I had going, all of them, they passed away, you know, except for I had, I think 2 or 3 that made it through. And then yesterday, I actually had a seedling pop up out of the dirt, out of that same soil. So I'm wondering what I'm going to call that, because it popped up out of the ashes, you know.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Come
There you go.
rise out of the ashes.
That's what I'll do. Phoenix. Gotta write that one down.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to bow out. I am
Yep.
sufficiently stoned and tired, and it's actually down to about 85 degrees now. So, you
A
guys
nice
have a
chilly
great night.
85.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're going through that. You're living through some of the shit that I got to normally live through over there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not so bad. Definitely keep you up at night, which gives me the opportunity to talk fucking shit with you.
Just remember, you are a Coca-Cola polar bear, and this has nothing to do with burning fossil fuels.
Gotcha. Good night, everybody. Cheers, chat. Good to see y'all.
Peace out, Bingus. You know what? I'm gonna follow him out, boys. But yeah, Johnny, I'm glad you're all right. Red pill, great seeing you. Green fingers, good seeing you too. And Eagle, you know, as always, it's always fucking awesome fucking talking shit with Eagle.
Glad you jumped on, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
You did.
I just missed you the one other night. I passed out right before you came on, apparently. But yeah, I intend to be hanging out more.
It's nice. It makes it easier to come on when I know there's good motherfuckers hanging ready to hang.
Well, and a couple times, like there's always people around, so it's always good. People are sick of my voice.
We don't get tired of that. We like
You
listening.
just let me know, Eagle. This can be the Eagle and Red fucking holiday hour.
Oh, hey,
All right.
before you go, Tal, before you go,
Right. I'm here.
I got something I got to divulge on you here. Now, I
Okay.
just heard the other day. You heard about our John McAfee, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the greatest OGs that's ever lived.
Okay. So this guy put out a tweet or
Mhm.
text that said that he's got a lot of information that he's gonna give to everybody real soon
Yeah,
here, and
it's
it's in his apartment, and it's in his apartment.
In
his
Florida.
address.
It's the
And
Florida
that-
building that crushed.
31.
It was that freaking building that dropped like a pancake.
Yep.
So what's
That dropped just like
what's
9/11
that, Sal?
buildings. Just like
That's
dropped.
how?
Yep.
Huh? Right? I mean,
And he also said it in his thing. It's like prison isn't that bad. If I hang myself a la Epstein, you know it wasn't my doing.
exactly.
Okay,
He definitely got hacked. Go ahead, Red Pill.
I would say that. Oh man, there's many ways of looking at it, but let's just think that he was, very alcohol/drug addicted. Let's go with the most likely normal of situations that going through alcohol relapse or withdrawal. in a prison after being, drinking heavily for X amount of years, that could drive someone to insanity. Plus, this could be something where he's got so much money, he can pay people off and be let off and be whatever. He can be living life like Epstein before he got whatever Epstein, like they say. So I don't know.
No, because Epstein had a shit ton of money. He could have paid off the world too, and comes a point where there's people that you can't pay off. There's someone that don't like you enough.
Yes, but I'm in the weird thing where I'll probably be in the minority of people who believe this, that I don't think that he was whacked, that he either did end his own life or he's on an island, completely whatever. But the whole thing is about that. He already was on an island. He already was living in a ship and living in international waters. So
Alex Jones always claimed that they won't off you if you tell what you know. They only off you if you hold your info. Basically, in that type of situations. It's way old Alex Jones always said.
Yeah, I remember that with
if
the
you
DC
tell what
man.
you know, they have no reason to fucking, knock you off because you're just out there repeating.
Well, I remember him saying that to
hold
the
it.
DC.
Now they got every reason to silence you if there's untold.
Well, yeah, I remember him saying that with the DC madam and all that, but I think we're too far. I don't know what the fucking time is. I don't know how far and deep we're into a wormhole, but there's a whole other thing about Alex Jones and who he is. And I don't know if anyone's ever paid attention to the theory that he's Bill Hicks, if he's already controlled opposition. Anyways, but
oh shit, he looks like Bill Hicks a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
I never heard that story.
He always jokes about it too. He always jokes about that.
See, I didn't watch much Alex Jones.
People question him. They question Alex Jones, and they're like, okay, either all of everything about the New World Order doesn't exist, or you're part of it. Because how is he able to live so long, disclose all the amount of things? It could either be we're just crazy, there's no such thing in anything he's talking about, or he's there to mix, whatever 90% of truth with 10% of disinformation.
Yeah, I think it's the latter, but he's also wackadoodle, dude. He has said some wacky,
here's
crazy
the thing is,
shit, dude.
I'm a big Alex Jones fan from pretty much 2007 up until maybe like 2013, 14, when the very first, I don't want to go all into detail, but when the first, when
everybody started falling out, the fucking money guy fell out, even the health ranger started kind of separating. So
I don't want to I don't want to stir too much, but the whole thing that made me think, because like I said, I was early on a fan of his, and a lot of what I liked was his police state documentaries. If anyone's ever watched those, Police State 1, 2, 3, 4. But when the Ferguson thing happened, when the kid got shot by the police, and it became all of a sudden he switched narratives, and he was like, this is just a thug problem. It's bad people. The police are the good people. And I was thinking, like, man, I got brought up on Alex Jones, and I learned that the police is militarized. And then just a little bit longer than that, he made the first forced public apology for something that he reported on that I've ever seen, which was when he was saying that Michelle Obama was a man and was actually Michael Obama. And he made a public apology. His lawyer was like, I formally apologize to Michelle Obama and the Obama family and this and that. And it was at that point when I was like,
you got to be careful how you talk about Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
There's arguable footage there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
I totally just whatever. I totally like
whatever diverged at that point, and it was only a few months later, and that ended up being 2016, where now Alex Jones is full on board with Donald Trump, and he's got to be the president, and he's the savior, and he's trying to save America. And I thought, like, man, the Alex Jones I grew up with was totally anti-political spectrum. Both sides are compromised. Both sides are the same wings of the same damn bird and all that.
Yeah,
And
well,
he
you know,
would use
a lot of
he would even use quotes that's a Bill Hicks quote, is
Yeah,
two
well,
wings of the same bird.
yeah,
And
but
he would use that.
Donald Trump wasn't the Republican Party, you know, favorite. Like that's why a lot of people like Alex Jones might take a liking to him. He really wasn't anything. He was.
No,
Yeah.
see, I believe it's all by design. I'm gonna get I'll go full blown fucking tinfoil hat on this shit. Alex Jones made a liking to Roger Stone at this time. And I don't want
Well, he's a wackadoodle too.
And there's a lot of blackmail evidence. Like a lot of people make fun of Jeffrey Epstein, thinking he was like the king of sexually compromising people for blackmail. And Roger Stone did the same exact thing. And it's my theory that Alex Jones got hooked up with you can follow the narrative if you want to, but a 17-year-old transvestite or transsexual person that Roger Stone hooked him up with. And then it goes, where do you want to follow the narrative of why Roger Stone was involved with that thing, and how does the connection get made to Donald Trump? And Donald Trump and Roger Stone were both like proteges of Roy Cohn. And then I don't want to get too further into like stuff I don't even want to bring up on here. If there's any people that don't want to hear nasty things when they just tuned into a wormhole to maybe learn how to make.
Okay, so Red, what do you think about David Rockefeller Jr.?
David Rockefeller Jr.
Shit, that wasn't
Johnny-
even tinfoil cat. That was full Faraday cage and shit.
That's
Johnny
totally the
Cash
Faraday
had to
cage.
ask- had to ask
And
about freaking
totally
it winds up
McAfee.
in, I don't want to say, but there was a lot of, okay, yeah, I'm not going to discriminate against anything, but there's a lot of stuff that went on between Roy Cohn and Donald Trump and Roger Stone. Look up
A lot of
Aleister
late night
Crowley.
parties.
Yeah, look up Aleister Crowley's Sex Magic if you want to know.
Oh yeah,
what
I know. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think you're probably right. Jeffrey Epstein is now Johnny Pavona or something, and some other freaking living on a beach somewhere. And that really wasn't his dead body. But yeah, McAfee, it's odd how and I don't know. So his tweet, someone must have taken screenshots. And now I don't know if anything's true or not, because
the only narrative I can follow with that, if he does have incriminating evidence on people, is that he wasn't full whatever transparency on how much of a computer scientist he is. And if it is true that he's like some, whatever genius with code, then that would make it very easy for him to have 31 terabytes of incriminating evidence on a lot of
or he
people.
could
If
just
for
have movies of him doing
30,
fucked up
45
shit.
years, he was able to compile all that shit. So,
All right, well, I'm out of here, like I said about 20 minutes ago. But yeah, great
Yeah,
question,
sorry about
Johnny
that.
Cannaseed.
I had to
No
throw a
worries.
rock in the pond. I'm sorry.
That's all
I had to
cool,
throw a
dude.
rock out there. Yeah.
I'm really
I see some
interested on
ripples.
how it all pans out, and if that is true, because that's what the two tweets are. The two tweets are: if I commit suicide, a la Epstein, it definitely wasn't my doing. And the other one,
about the flash
I have,
drive in
like,
the apartment.
yeah, I don't know if you said flash drive or a computer or a server, but yeah, in an apartment in Florida at Collins Boulevard or something.
And
Like
it
I'm
just so
saying,
happens that that's the one.
about that is the way that they report on it, and they use the same narrative with 9/11, and they're like, oh, it was the top building that started on fire and it collapsed, and then the whole building just pancaked.
But no, only half of the building. It was like only a section of the building really pancaked.
But the term pancaked is straight out of
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there was no explosives in the bottom of the building. The plane crashed.
What about all those flashes I seen in the slow-mo?
Exactly.
Now we're gonna start down another 3-hour tour.
Okay.
All
right then.
Peace out, guys.
Later, Tal.
Later,
Always good, brother. Right on. Yeah, I had to do that, Eagle. Sorry about that. But been a minute since we walked down that path.
It has.
Yeah.
Deep rabbit hole though. That's a subject that can go on for days. So
most definitely. And it's funny because I really didn't expect you, Red Pill, to have so much ammo in your back pocket.
No, dude.
So
I'll go
quick
crazy on
a draw.
dude. That's like red pill, whatever. Identity right there. That's how you know I'm into some real red pill shit. Is how much I know about all these things. I don't want to be on YouTube and be responsible for people's channels getting striked or anything like that. So,
All right then. Yeah. Well, on that note, there, I'm going to cut out myself, Eagle. Always a blessing to be here, hanging out with you and having a place for us to come out here and throw a couple of rocks in the pond to watch.
the last couple of days I've actually felt a little selfish. Well, last night, man, like I said in the beginning of the show, I was getting my work done. Time got away from me. Last thing I knew, it was like fucking 3:20. I was like, a little late. I'm not gonna go on tonight. And then tonight got to be about that way. And I started listening to I listened to a lot of fucking shit on motivation, and they were fucking talking about fucking being passionate about your dreams and shit like that. And one off phrase they were saying, it's sometimes you don't realize that when you start things, it takes on a life, and people look forward to it just like this. And I was like, God, it was like it was meant to be heard, kind of. You know what I mean? I was like, man,
Yeah.
I gotta get out.
I hear shit like that all the time.
Yeah. All right
Thank
then,
you, Johnny.
Mr. Green Fingers. Appreciate you, brother. Red Pill.
Yep.
Always fun. Always fun.
Yep.
All right, my
Adios,
friend.
Jimmy.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit spooky on things I hear, and it's almost not only was it like this is something I was meant to listen to, but I'm listening to it right at the right moment as well.
I think that Brad said it appropriate the night you asked him if he was speaking in parables. He said it right. Sometimes that you can listen to something 100 times, and it may not, the message that lies within may not be for you. You may fucking never pick up on it, but there may be one set of ears that picks up on the message. And it was just kind of.
If that moment in wormhole history lives on, is something that everyone remembers that much, that's cool. And I think of it from the opposite end of that spectrum. I think of it when I'm watching a podcast or something where it comes across to me as something that I take really serious, or I'm glad that I heard. And I think of that person. I'm like, does that person even know they threw out something that me or X amount of people are really going to fucking, appreciate? I don't know how meant that is. And if that's all like, whatever, synchronicity or random moment.
I believe there is that. You want to call it synchronicity, but I believe there is People do, it's the whole sticks and stones thing that was always terribly wrong, by the way. You know, fucking words do hurt and they hang around and they resonate in different ways. You know what I mean? You never know how they're going to carry and who they're going to carry on with. You're right, my friend.
Like someone that I've been listening to, and whether I like, I get the thing of where like, okay, Joey Diaz, he hasn't taken the best, like he hasn't come out of what happened because of COVID the easiest. It was very personal to him and it changed him a lot. And a lot of what he says is when I don't want to hear things about how his life changed because of COVID so much, his reaction to it is really insightful. So where, like I've said before, whenever I get a good idea for a joke and I never have the initiative to write it down, what he said he started doing or took serious and started doing, through other people's advice, something that he should have been doing for a long time, is just writing a journal, or what most people call a diary, just writing your journal through the day. And that's something that I could do, and then simultaneously capture what it was that I meant to write down, but I didn't have the whatever energy, or whatever I didn't have whatever the initiative was or something to do it when I thought of it at the spark of the moment. Whereas if I force myself to take a journal, which I kind of like the idea more of, then I'll be more proactive in doing something that I wanted to do in the first place. And there's other things like that. And it's just whatever you want to say, reaction to, or like-mindedness, or something like that. Is like, when I watch this show, I'm like, okay, here goes Joey again talking about COVID. And then really what it ends up being is something that I feel lucky for hearing from someone that's like older and more wiser. Like I'm getting advice to do something that's better for me, and not to take or not to do at the moment, because it'll be lost time if I don't. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Been awful quiet over there, Green.
Red pill hit the nail on the coffin. So right on. That's crazy. It's like I'm listening to that lesson right now that you're talking about.
Yeah, like that's the thing is, I don't know what it was. Like there's a lot of things, 3, 4, 5 years ago that I took insight from, but a lot of it made a lot more sense to me, or made me not feel as bad about if other people that I had an idea of having like a tighter grasp on things, or being more successful, or being better off. If I hear people like that have common problems that I have, then it makes me think like, oh damn, then in the large scale of things, there's nothing really to be that mad about, like there's nothing holding me back from the large goals that I have, because all these people, and I think of it as here I go again with the being young thing, but a lot of the people that are real wise and real successful that I look up to are all in that 45 to like 55 age range. And then me, I'm younger than that. I'm 15 to 25 years younger than that. And then I look at people's careers. And this is in the weed industry and in comedy. And a lot of people, they got their beginnings 15, 20 years ago.
the same as when there was someone that no one knew who they were. They were in Michigan or Kansas or fucking Texas or some place, either doing comedy or growing weed. No one knew who they were. They grinded every single fucking day to where they became a household name 15, 20 years after they began. And I think, well, man, I'm 30 years old right now, and I can do the same thing and be at where everyone else is at. Like, I didn't waste that much time as I thought I did. I beat myself up for no reason, you know. Like, all those people I look up to, that's the age range they're around. And before they became a household name or before they became good at what they're doing, it took them 15 years, 10 to 15 years to get to that point. So then I think, well, shit, I'm not that far behind as I thought I was. There's nothing to be really that upset about.
No, there's not. I mean, well, as far as that goes, I think it's I think at that point it just you decide what's important to you. I think you go through life and you do what you got to do to survive, and I think it's just around 35 to 40, you start weeding things out and going, hey, fuck this shit. That don't make me happy. I want to start doing this a little bit more. The more shit you start doing that makes you happy, of course, it's going to lead to more success because you're happy to do it. You know what I mean? Nobody's successful at, well, you can be successful at shit you hate, but you don't want to be. You know what I mean? It's a different level of success, I guess. Pays the bills. That's the type of success you want to check out at the door. You know what I mean? Forget about when the day's over.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back in a second.
Yeah, that was red pill hit the nail on the coffin on that one. Like really good insight tonight. It's like what I've been, everything that I've been dealing with the past week. It's like, yeah, it's like have to just let it go. Just
That's another thing too. Success is, only what your goals are. You know what I mean? As long as you complete your goals, you are successful. My book. You know what I mean? People are fucked up sometimes about what their level of success really is. I don't. It's one of the things I just don't think you achieve till later. Never too late to start, though. I want to say that. Never too late or too early to start. You got that passion. Run with it. That's kind of one of the things I've talked about a lot lately with people is homeschooling. I'm really excited about the kind of homeschooling a little bit, breaking away from the norm of the bullshit gets taught all the time and giving the younger people more of a direction in their own life, be able to study what they're passionate about early on. You know, even if it isn't something that they may not run off with later in life, as long as it's something that interests them and they're passionate about, they'll learn everything there is to learn about it. And if they, burn out on it or they change their mind, so what? Adults, kids do it. Let them, change up and, be passionate about something else and learn that until they've mastered or whatever with it. I'm really excited about it.
And for me, I think it's things that you can always come back to, because a lot of that for me, what you're talking about is nostalgia. Like, I have a different drive right now, things that I feel like are uncompleted work that I still have to do. But then as I get more successful doing that, and I have less to worry about as far as the burden of being successful, then I want to do more like real, actual, to the definition hobby things, things that I'll do to occupy my time when I'm not doing what I call work or taking serious devotion to.
when in your interview, when you get to ask people like what else do they like besides cannabis, for a lot of people and like me, I feel like because of cannabis, it creates such a spark of activity and creation. There's a whole lot of shit that I'd really like to do, so if it really makes me look like someone that's like all whatever, all wired up on caffeine or cocaine, that's all it's going to do is just something that, okay, I'm really happy I did this today. Now I got more time to do something else that I like. Or it's just the level of productivity. Let me think how I want to say this is like if you do want to mark things off as goals that you can write off on a list that you feel like you've accomplished, then each one you can say that you can attribute more time to doing. Like for me, we all know what comes with it, so I won't go into detail. But for me, it would be just having a garden that I'm content with, that at some point I get to provide all my own medicine for however much I need per day or in whatever form per day. And then that's going to evolve into, all right, now that stress is taken care of. Now I can just do whatever I need to put my mind in the frame of wanting to try to think of a joke that I write and then write it and then maybe do some, if I really want to, some oil paintings, Bob Ross style, or like oil crayons, Van Gogh style, something like that. Or let's say that evolves into something. And then maybe I want to like say with the nostalgia thing, get back into beat making. And then because at the time when I got into it, I was only using like GarageBand or Fruity Loops. I never had any like whatever solid materials like samplers or beat making machines or like 808s and stuff. So let's say I really get like a creative spark up my butt. Now I got like a little bit more money to spend. I'm paying for my growing room electric bill. I'm paying for everything else. Now I can buy a little bit of, studio equipment, and I can start making beats, and I can incorporate that into the grow videos because now I don't got to worry about copyright stuff because I'm making my own, tracks to the videos and all that shit. So a little bit like that. I'm sorry to get carried away, but you guys know where I'm coming from.
Enter those dreams. That's what I say. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna pull the plug on the wormhole. Red pill. We took it. Man, I can't believe the words that almost came out of my mouth. Let me stop and rephrase.
Where was it gonna go? I gotta know because you don't gotta tell me nothing that hurt my feelings.
No,
Where
it just
was it?
didn't sound right. It just didn't sound right. I don't even know if I still want to say it. I was gonna say, well, fuck it. I was gonna say you took the wormhole deep tonight, buddy, but again, didn't sound appropriate. That's why I stopped myself right there. But you dragged
This
it
is
out. You dragged
this
it
is
out, my friend.
this is gonna be an effect of having me around. I mean, you might just get me wanting to talk about something about growing, or I might just go full getting something out that I need to say mode. So as a sign off, and a lot of people, they got something positive to say, and I really mean that. I'm grateful that you let me do this, and you're not just like, shut up, get out of here. Bam, you're out. So
No, quite the opposite, man. I'm grateful, like I was saying to Tao and Johnny. I'm grateful for you guys jumping on and doing this. I forget that this may, I, this may sound weird, but person, man to man, when I don't show up, I think to myself, I'm not doing this. I never started this for me. You know what I mean? To make a name for myself or nothing like that. I did it, spotlighting other people and shit. I enjoy it. I don't mind sitting in the background. And when I forget, and I think that the nights that, I don't come on, I'm like, I don't fucking, I ain't got nothing to say, I don't need to be there. But I forget that it's no longer, this thing's no longer about me. It's other people who's got a lot of time invested in this, watching it. And it means just as much to a lot of people as it does to me. So, uh, love you guys. Thank you for helping keep the dream going. What I'm trying to say. Long story short.
I think I would take my head off to everyone that really views and who is really here for the show and really here to be entertained and really here because they want to be, and because whatever they love us or they love just watching the show. That's what I think is when I go back, when I close off of here and I still see 40, 50, 60 people watching, that's who I really, that's, what I really like seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Eagle. And cheers. Cheers to the chat. And, good chilling with you, Green Fingers.
Yeah,
As
man.
always.
Thank you, Red Pill. You had some jewels you
No
dropped.
problem. My bad for blabbering if I did, but
No, you were saying what I was thinking. You were speaking for me,
Yep.
But
Yeah.
we were just one giant weed nerd at that time.
You said it right there, man. Weed nerds, man. That's another thing I'm super grateful of that I got to meet Eagle and everyone here is the weed nerd connection. And that is a real thing. I didn't even want to sign off with this, but I literally would not be here. It's a real thing that if I never smoked Vortex, there's probably not a chance that I'd be here. But because of Subcool and because of that strain, literally made me want to track down seeds of that, and the rest is history. Definitely why I'm here right now. So
Yeah. Miss that cat. Miss that cat.
We're all
cheers,
indebted to-
guys.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers, brothers.
Peace out.
Good day, man.
And that was what the night needed. Thank you, Eagle. Thank you, Redfield. And we're looking for answers, asking questions.
Appreciate you, brother, man. I dig that clean look, man. I dig that clean look, man.
I had to leave something. So I got the biggest goatee ever. But
Yeah.
thank you
Looks
guys.
good on you.
Love you, Eagle. And with that, I'm out.
Love you too, brother. Have a great day.
Thank you for everything, man. I'll message you later. I got questions.
Hopefully
Peace.
I got answers.
Thank you, brother. Love you.
Well, that wraps up 426. Hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out for as much, well, a little bit of time as much as I did, man. I always enjoy this. Very grateful for this experience in my life. No doubt. No doubt. Well, that's why I do these shout outs. I often wondered if the overall bet isn't how long I will do the shout outs. The answer to that is as long as I can do the show, as long as I will do the shout outs. I'm grateful. So, let's see what we find to go out here with other than this YouTube. Take these off. Don't need those. What do we got here? Let's find something a little bit different. There we go. I should be able to do it in that time frame. Little guitar version. Another one of my favorite songs. Keep back my bullets. I don't even want to know what I'm missing in chat there. You guys know who's top of this list. I didn't change up the camera today. Let's see what this one looks like for shout out. A little different. We'll run with this. Here we go. Some cool, D's House of Dank, Mama Lost some 10, Scarecrow 420, Mr. Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical One Color Cutting, Rick T. The Rebel, 9G207, Fabian Selena, Dave's Not Here, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo, Dope, T-Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eye, Jedi Grows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Goodard, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Treble, Michael Wallace, Mole Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco Don Slug, Rick S. In the Bushes 827, James Siemens, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pat's Fed 420, Bio Mentor, Dirt Road Dude, Candace Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dad, Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, S Tone, 710 Canuck, Candy Queen, Genetics, Stabby, Tanase, Fumdor, Dirtman Dad, Keith of Black Sales, Mr. Bosilis, Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, Soul Roots, Small Tunes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Dub T. Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weedner, John, Last PPG, 15, Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, Dank Grower, DOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Cannaseed, Nutrient Shootouts, Nutty and Nicky, Joanne Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, High Spy, Aldridge 25. There's one, Miss Madam T, Stu Move, Bo Grower, Cannon Crate, Loki Grows, Sus, this guy, Burton 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws, Third Root 1, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Kelly Connection, Wolverine Grow, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy One for Life, Laid Way Back, Farmer D Block, MFP Nations Creations, Amber Lalana, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Dave 420, Brent Window, Big Ed 1961, Manawai, G Green, G3, Green Click, JK Triple G, Mr. Sprinkler, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, B2 Crazy for You, BGWG420, Dr. Buds Well, Purple Thumb OG, Arthro, Sons Amelia, Arthro, Justice the Face 420, Beast Coast Grow, Sir How, Much Respect, Trave Alone, Keep It Real, Hangerton 420, Zeppelin Audit Everywhere, BT Double D Grows, Bringus, Green Puffin Man, Alice Boy Just Chef Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Me All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, New Sailboat Winds, Kingdom Microponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane's Bed Garden, Dreamer 77, Double D, Bad Buddy Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs, from 619 to 664, Spaniard, Cougar Jones of the Grow, Pop G Grows, Raz Amy Grows, Cast, the Grow From Your Heart podcast, Lily Luna, the McGreen Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Sony, Creek Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason Iowa, Stone, P Win, David Covey, Mason 662, Scroggy McScroggington, the guy that grows, Kaylee Grows, Kaylee Burrows, that is Chad Brad Family Farms, Polly P. Vior, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Green Tree, Hunter, Kush Clouds, Joshua Seansland, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Roy, Dan the Indoor Man, Gromish Homies, Hamilton Grows, Click Smoke, Keystone Camouflage, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, H. Drew Hustle, Fred Darn Carlos, North Arizona, Beer Grove 420, No Sellout, Jesse White, Gastain Yeti, Introvert Genetics, So J, Vixen Robin, Mr. Killer 8 Mo, James Buttercream, C Dub from NorCal, the Pharmacy Seed Bank, Ted Head, Smokey 616. Curtis Mayman, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dore, Antenna Seeds, Curious K, Mike Rubles, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moo, Popco 719. Bake Wick Shake, baby, Old Smoke, PWC Grow Buzz, Laura Wash, Mr. Weedblunt, Old School Grower, Pat, Chad Westport, Honcho Grown, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pungent Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul from Spectrum Calling God, Lori Hanson, Real 2000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp and Jam, Mick Bodie, Face, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and you, I'm going well, Kenny and Indian Restore, Corridor Farm, Call Right, Zephyr, Humble Farms, Tannery Farm, Seldom Seen, Old Park Gardens, Hell 9782, Skunky Paddocks, Marshall Artist 2012, Michael Slave Hefner, Daniel McDizzle, Medical Fit, KGB, Mr. Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucker Thomas was in the house, Rancher Coats and Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Chaplin, Bobby Glenn Means, Trench Digger, Matt, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake, Baloney Mill, S. Weed Piece, Tater Delicious, Minty, Country Roots, Huron Fed, Huron Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 1-on-1, Buds and Hazard, Mr. Club 14, Bearded Beat Man, Farm 616, All Up North, Max Groom and Ruby. 311 mix up Kindred Grows, Evergreen Haze, G's Fred, Trees, MMJ, Matt S.A. Ball, Dragonfly B, Matt, Justin Meds, Travis Walls, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, Kian Chronic, Titan from Blessed Coast Seed, Chango Gas for Master for Life, John Smith, Tommy Trico, Spoken King, Raz, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Smike Palace, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelbird, into 1170V, Shark Pulley 989, Bob Brown, Sovereign Garden, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Jay Myers, to mid, the chat, Mr. Rated D, Bag C, Dr. BGC, Jeff Strutter 911, Dutch Grows 420, Scallywag 420, Skill Bowl 1, Medgrower 1, Empire Breeding Co., Bergoli, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, B Bear 7, Ollie, Noble, CK, Tribe, Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Raptor Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Door, Michigan Core, Double Tap Firearms, Richard Green Thumb, 20, 808, Rudy Prospects. Sorry about that, brother. Candy Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T Ben, TM 42696, Root Nuts 619, Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrock, CHF Double J, Bio Green, Self Grower, Mr. Hanky Stanky, 420 OG, KP, Ganja Nana, Yo Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Big Roy, Nature's Best Nuts, Killer Bee Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh Soil Life, Fully For Life, the Jeff Pro 42069, Baby 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, Goddamn on Big Ted's Test, the Riffin' Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, Boom Farms, Charlie Farms 420, Aldrich 25 twice, Small Smiley's Gardens, missed you tonight, brother. JD's, Misty's Nuts, Smoking Grow Frazier, Grogoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Jarowski, sorry about that, Jeff. Genetic Memory Farms, Ball 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Groze, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver. Thank you for that shirt, my brother. Mike Denver, Sergeant Pep 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light It Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Dim Chipwreck, Medical MJ, Bugsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman Dan, Dinkman 420, Red Center Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, T2B, Most Hated Rower, Major General 420, Army, the American one. Thank you for popping in. WDig 714, Sherdrate, Kenny Ozonetics, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that fire. Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Hefe Cam, Finger Lakes Finest, Ridge Patch, Dozer Moon, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jared Bear, Plus One Mushroom Secrets, and the Pioneers, My Little Tent, 2042 Spacewalker, Christian G Mump, Team Barrington, Heart and Soul Homegrown, Mike B, T Dwayne, East Coast Will, Huddy Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross Kai, Paul Lemon, Hoko, French. Here it is, Juicy Life. Richard, 420, Grant Manuel, Mary Bond, Sammy Sizzle, 81, 90s Colas, Chris Moon, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Kind Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wire, Wob Wobby, Sean Benz, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Snug, Magma Seeds, Father and Son Trimming Tutorials, Jose Martin Perez, Doggo the Hut, 420, Buck Chivo Man, GR 420, Community Videos, Detroit River Rat, Luis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Cheddar Bob 13, Main 420, Med Grower, Cookie Scoop, Jake Kendricks, In for the Grill, Backwoods All Gods, Sal Mansell, Adam Skankin, Chanel Simpson, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roach, Kazoo, Aaron Burn Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln Stinking Angel Studios, MG, the 420 Grow 10, Paul D. Ella, John Fleming, Dinkovich, Fibro, Flower, Polly P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny Organic, Sunman, Chiba Sunny, Jeff O'Callick, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, Fuck All That Be the Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes Northern 4466, Jason Gravestone, Stoner Baker MD, Stony, Creek, Rust, Sonic, French Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man, Hermit Ass, Freebird, Mo Grower, Madagar, Simple Man, Survival One Time, Tim Blake, Golf Coast Chronic, Sink Fat, Caballero, Palinka. Oh, I'm not even going to try that one again. Harley Grower, Jen God, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Alan Hayes, Steve Speaks, J.R. Bream, Randy K, Steve Collins, TCDR, miss you, brother. Player Killian, Wardrobe, Barbie, Randy Grande, Piff 1000, Ace Boom 32, 23, Wake Up, Captain Freedom B, Puffer Smiles, 15 Digits, Michigan Ganja Mooch, Hash, Fred G, Super Bob, Broski 808, Weekend at Birdies, K-Bag, Justin Station, Strong Sour, Organic, Zippy, iMedic, Honesty, K-Hal, Me All, Flower, Brent Boot, Todd Kendricks, Newton's, Newt, KNT, Chris D, True Seer, Both Times, Fo, Natty Dread, Barbara Matthews, Oinchit, Soul, Roan, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, in Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Low, Clav, Low Cut, Albert Tremblay, Mo, Manic Name, Raz Benchy, Helen Hooch, Janus, James T, Atomic Spoon, Miss Jill, Big Daddy, LT Gardens, the High Flyer 420, Lobster Brush Bro, Mother Tree Maine, Red Pill, Yo Boy, Roy Boy, Static, Shannon Gibbons, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, the 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Red Pill 710. Thank you again, brother, for popping in. Cannabis Pursuit, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, The Entourage Effect, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, El Mondo 420, surrounded by Keith Ferrari, Farms, French Dweller, Single Fathers, Happiness Without Guilt. Did I do that on the side? Fuck yeah, I did. Richard Forbes, David, Promenta, B4P Funk, Nicotine, John Reese, Wild About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffer Man, B. Dungalee, James Chung, Sarge Groves, John Wayne, Carolina Roots, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna, El Dancarino, K&F Farms, Blank 1030, Choose One, Only Feet, Meta Farmer, James, Crypto Dope, Richard Lamb, One More Time, HIP Grower, Matt Javine, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonder, Sunrise Grove, Top Floor Genetics, Mole Vision 420, Can2 Cannabis, Jesse Fincher, My Dog Nelly, Russ, Rooster, miss you, Rooster, why don't you pop in? Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Betty Cropper, Daniel Growth Porter, Mitten Grown Med, Sunrise Grown, of course, my baby girls, Lexi, Brittany, Coo, No Limit 916, Grumpy Toad, Alchemist, and Phantom Mink, Soilborn Addiction, Ross, Joel, Alex D, Dirty Or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sarge, Groves 818, Blaze, Daily Fried, Pepper Perpetual, Eagle Proud Warrior, Sailor Smiles for you, Frank Usada, the Dank Duchess, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Stink Fact, What About Bob, Ill Juster, Pop Shrooms, John Gorsey, Jen Doe, Dungeon Gangster, THC4, PTSD, the T Barrington, Honcho Grown, Swampcat, Valero Canabinka, Best of Because, Mr. Manny D, Canafire 420, AB Normal, Franklin, Guerrero, Bearfeet, J, Brent 74, CK, Brown Guy 420, Pachyderm 420, Burning Tree, Maine, EA, Gray Sun, Grove 207, Hydro Daily, Hemp with Gigi, Jamie, Ream, Supreme, Grape, Stony, Rockefeller, sorry, Stony, Caveman, Cannabis, Bruce City, Sid, Hawaii Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead, Cynic, Knuckles, Mike P, Polly B, Quick B, Nibble B, Bud Kilowatts, Michael D, Bull, 889, Disbanded Brothers, Marcelian, Matt Joseph, Grace, Medicine RX, Keegan Chief, Hydro Daily, Concerned American, Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joints with These Trees, Conscious Duke, 710 is Oil Upside Down, Jesse Stevenson, Victoria, What About Bob, Sacred Gardens, Gus Grow, Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, David, St. Louis, Abu Watts, Gosh dang Yeti again, and Ed Brand. MN Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terms, Christopher 54, Lars Predator, Matthew SoCal, Sue Illinois Man Readers, James Proof, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner Dude, Joel and Jen from North Star Genetics, Caroline, or Carol and Caroline. I don't know why I always fuck that up. Much respect to you guys. Mr. N Cry PTAB. 13 Leo Brood Beyond Perfection, XX Elite GPXX Uncle Stoner, Crispy Treat Kitchens, Crispy Treat Kitchen, Goers Paradise, LAD Grown, Iceni Clan, Decoy Bacon, Mr. Scotto Fresh Baked One, J. Allen, Bake Bob Grows, Jolly Canna, Yuka 420 Gardens, Daniel, Phil, Nowhere Man, Sally, Silly, Seashells. I got you guys. Mr. Steve's 5616 Ganja, James Christner, Green Ghost Genetics, Zen, Solo, B. Benson, Astro Charlie, Stiva Smurf, and of course, Rita's 207. Last but never least, not even on the list. I just know that's his place in things. You guys know the deal. This is the end of your journey. Please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, please do something nice for yourself. You can't love somebody if you do not love yourself. That's a true statement. Very true statement. Once you got that all under wraps, please try to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I am a living, breathing example of that. Please join me tonight when my guest will be Swerve, Cali Connections. It's going to be a good one. Tonight at 11:30. Till then, have a good day. I am out of here. Thank you guys for